Stan Stalnaker in New York at Climate Week with Hub Culture. Joining me now is Lolita Jackson, who's a special advisor to the mayor's office on climate-related initiatives. This is the big week for New York on climate. We have many different things happening. Tell me, what's the vibe?
Well, we've always been involved with Climate Week from the beginning, and some of the exciting activities that are happening during this week we're very excited to be part of. There was a symposium that's being held actually while we're here with the U.S. Conference of Mayors. There's going to be a new alliance for sustainable cities, and they're bringing together mayors around the country to talk through some of the issues that they have in common. We also
Is this U.S. only or all around the world?
Particularly U.S. only, but we also have many delegations from very many cities and countries around the world are coming to New York to talk to us since they're in town. So we've met with 3 different delegations from different parts of Australia and other entities. We're also meeting with some people from Denmark and etc. So many people are in town for the festivities,
right,
and they want to hear what New York City is doing. So that's really a lot of our office's efforts have been toward making sure that we're talking to them and sharing information and best practices with them.
What are the biggest things that New York is doing on the climate front to basically sort of adapt or to take the lead on some of these issues?
Well, we are the first city that completed a plan in the 100 Cities program, and so many of those cities have actually come to us to ask how we're implementing and executing that plan. We have a $20 billion resiliency plan that we actually started developing in 2013 after Superstorm Sandy. So
right,
we're in the middle of implementing that plan. We also have a significant sustainability plan. There are elements of it called Zero Waste, 80 by 50, which is to make sure that we have 80% carbon reduction by 2050, and many other initiatives regarding making sure that we're sustainable and we're also resilient in the face of disaster.
Right, so 80% carbon reduction, that's pretty big, especially
Yes,
when you have a growing city.
Yes.
Are there anything that are specifically being designed to help get the city to that target?
Sure. Well, we have 75% of the emissions in New York City are actually from buildings, which is a very significant number and much bigger than other places where people drive or have their own transportation.
You can't get around the traffic, so we got all these heads of state in town.
That's right. So we actually have we have another iteration of our plan for 80 by 50 coming out in the next few days, where we're going to announce the results of the Building Technical Working Group, and that's a group of people who came together from all different elements of society to talk through some of the ways of making sure we can reduce that carbon footprint in those buildings and making those buildings retrofitted, or in the case of building new buildings, to make sure that they're ready to meet that challenge.
Right, okay. Lolita Jackson with the Mayor's Office, thanks so much for joining us. This is the first New York version of the Ordinary Club for Extraordinary Women, and you really are an extraordinary woman. I'm so glad you took some time to join us. Thank you for being here. And Greener NYC happening now. I'm Stan with Hub Culture.